The Pine Line is a deviated fixed route. We pick them up at bus stops at the required times. When I would be going home from work out 226, which is called Grassy Creek, the local name for it, I would see people walking either to or from the fast food restaurants. And they would be walking an area that does not have sidewalks. It doesn't even have a shoulder for them to walk on. It is just a 2-lane highway with traffic going by at 55 miles an hour. And I would see them, in my opinion, risking their lives to get either to or from work. So this was a way for them to get to work, get to the grocery store, a way to pay bills without them having to walk.
We ride it every day. I ride it every day, especially, I go back and forth to work. I work at Ingalls, so, I've got people there that actually do ride the Pine Line, that they come pick them up and take them to work, but I ride it every day, Monday through Friday.
I go to Ingalls, I go to, I get a haircut, I go to Walmart, and those are the main places that I would go.
Yeah, I get groceries, and I volunteer for the Lamplighters program at the Methodist Church, and they let me out there 3 days a week. And it's different. As long as it's on the route to the bus stops, they'll let you out in any places that you want to go.
And we had never done a fixed route in Mitchell County before, nor could I reach out to any other small rural system to ask for advice, because I knew no one in the state of North Carolina as small as us in a county of 16,000 that had ever tried something like this.
If we have to run errands, if I have to go to the post office to pick up packages, we use it for everything that we have to do. So it's definitely essential for us, because if we didn't have the Pine Line, we wouldn't be able to go and get the stuff done that we need to get done on a daily basis.
The flexibility makes everything perfect on there. Because they'll be on there, they go, can you pick up so-and-so? I hear it on the radio. Are you able to do it? And they say, sure, yeah, we'll do that. And it works. And it may not work other places, but it works here.
The biggest convenience is not having to call and make an appointment to go, because it comes by every hour. It starts from 7 in the morning, I think, till 7 at night, and you're good to go. That's the biggest convenience.
I thought that the Pine Line was needed and would be a success from the minute we launched it. We had riders on the very first day, talking to the driver that morning. They went the first round, nobody, the second round with nobody, and they went 4 or 5 rounds of the route and nobody got on. But then at lunchtime, he pulled up to one of the public housing complexes, and there stood 2 people. And at the next one, there stood 1 person. So we had riders on the very first day. The Pine Line averages around 1,000 rides a month, or 1,000 people boarding its doors a month. And that means it could be the same person 10 times a day going to 10 different locations, or it could be 1 person going to work and back. But it has had 11,180 people to cross its threshold in the 15 months of the grant.
We all help each other. People trying, a lot of people can't walk well. We do what we can. Look, they've got this. We go out and we help them pull the stuff up, and we help them take it off. And that's what's so great about it. In the city, I can't imagine people, there's people are fussing about every little thing these days. And these people are really, you get to know them.
It's friendly. It's just a friendly atmosphere when you get on that van, and everybody asks about you. Everybody asks how your weekend was, and everybody asks how you're doing. And it's a really small community, so there's some good people in this community.
Oh yeah, they do Halloween costumes, and each holiday they will, like it's Halloween, they'll dress up for Halloween, or just different holidays. They always have. It's like a family that you become close to the people that you see them almost every day.
The Pine Line has become a community. it has become everything from a safe area. One day I got on and there was a lady on there who was just on there to ride, and she was afraid I was going to put her off because she did not have a destination. And for that day, the house that she was sleeping on their couch, that had become a very volatile environment for her that day. And the only place she knew to go that was safe was the Pine Line. They had a Halloween party on board the Pine Line. They all dressed up and, kind of got together and said, let's go to the steakhouse and have lunch. And so they got off at the stop, and several of the passengers, they went and had lunch together. So it's become, a community. They help each other. They will get on board and somebody will need clothing, and next thing you know, there's a bag that showed up on the Pine Line and somebody will leave it on the bus for such and such. So it has become a community. We chose to start the Pine Line as a free service, and I hope going forward it always stays a free service.
I know for us it may not be as much of a big deal for if I have to pay, but I know that for other people it would definitely cut into their pockets of having to pay back and forth, because you're talking about having to pay $1 each time you get on that van, and that adds up when you have to do that.
Moving forward, we would like to increase the hours that we operate. With the time change, we changed our hours from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're still running 12 hours, but we saw more of a need for extended hours in the evening than those early hours in the morning. So we have done that, but we would like to run it in the summer until at maybe 9 o'clock. And we are repeatedly asked for at least Saturday service. We've got people that would like to go to yard selling. And we have an area in the town that lets people who, open their trunks and yard sale in one specific area. So we have a lot of people that have asked for that Saturday service, and we would love to extend our hours.
I just think it's great. I tell everybody about it. I said, you can take the bus anytime. And but Sheila down there, she's good. If there's ever a problem, she's right there on top of everything. So I really like them.
How am I going to get back and forth to do stuff? And so knowing that there was a transportation system down here blessed me highly.
Oh, it's very important. It's helping so many people. I think they had like 1,100 riders in one month, I think. So it's really been a success. Just hope that they were able to keep it. It's really been a blessing to a lot of people.